Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blends 3D car creation channel. This is part 18 in a series of a car modelling series on a Star Gordon Bennett of 1905. In the last episode we did the fuel tank. Okay, so in this episode what I'd like to do is to get, if we see here, the body shape, and we need this so we can cut the body around it. So if we have a look at the so here we go. So what I want to do is get the outline in of the body, and basically just move the body that I've already created and just model it to the chassis and the fuel tank. So that's what we'll be doing on this. So if we get into it, I've got main body, so I'll put that on, and we also need the chassis, so the chassis main rails, so I'll click those on. Okay, right, so for a start we'll look at the body and see what we've got. Right, we've got a floor in it for a start. So if you press this / key and go into local view, go into edit mode, just tip the model upside down, go into face select, and we'll select all these. So you can either select them one by one or press the first one, select the first one, then press Control and the last one. Okay, and then simply press X and delete the faces. So we've now got the body. So if you press the / on the keypad again, and that's where we are. Just a quick look at the body again before we start. So the body essentially is sitting directly onto the chassis. Yeah, it's directly onto the chassis. Then we've got this wooden piece going towards the front, which is just under the bonnet or the hood. Okay. So what I need to do is to get into top view, so press 7. Now we don't need the blueprint for this, so I'll turn the blueprint off. We'll turn this off for the time being, so go into object mode, turn the fuel tank off. So we need to be viewing what we're doing. Select the body, press tab key and press Z and go into wireframe. So here we go. So what we want to do is press B, range select, and grab all those. Then we're simply going to pull this in until it aligns with the chassis. So that's a start. Okay, what next? Right, so let's put the blueprints back on. So click the blueprints back on. Now we're going to be fashioning the side. So press Alt, let's turn the modifiers off. So modifiers, just disable the view of the modifiers. So click that little button there, which is the real-time view. We need this, so press Alt, left mouse click, and then just drag this down on the Z. And I'll put it round about there because we'll need an edge loop there. So if we highlight it a bit better, so that's fine. That's not exactly straight, but I believe that might be down to so just using this as a guide. That should be straight. It's just a perspective. Right, so now we're going to shape. We're going to shape the rest of it. So I'm going to bring these two down. So bring these two down here. Now I've only got, right, okay. So instead of just selecting that, what we'll do is press B to grab both vertices and bring it down to here. So just whilst I'm doing that, let's have a quick look, see what happens here. So what happens here is it's pretty straight until there, and then it dives in there. So it is potentially straight up to here. So we need to grab these, slide this out of the way. So we need to grab that loop cut and we need to pull that all the way across to here, which is because we've got a firewall here. So push it into here. This will go up to about here. So range select, pick this up and drag this all the way up to around about here. Range select again. Here. Now we're sculpting. We're sculpting the side to match this. And again, remember this is not exact because we haven't got the exact blueprints for this. This is just an impression of what we're doing. So this one's next. Grab this, drag it down. I'm using that white line as the edge. Now, with this one, we need to grab all of these and pull them to the back here. And this one, and drag this one down. Just trying to see how that works. I think that goes across here. So let's have a quick look. So actually it goes down and then back up to under the seat. So where's the seat? So there's the seat. So it goes back up. So here we go. So drag this, drag it down to about there. Put another loop cut in. So press Ctrl and R in there. We've got a line here we don't really want, so go into line, select edge select, press Z so we can see what we're doing, press solid, and we don't need that, so X and edge. Okay. And the same with that, X, and delete the edge. Okay, so go back into side view, see where we are. Right, okay, so Z, wireframe mode. Go into vertex select mode, choose your vertex, and B, just pull this down a wee bit more. Now that goes up very similar to that by the looks of it, but let's just put a little bit of curve in it. So press B and press it down here. So we've got a little bit of curve going up round to the top. So if you put your subdivision surface on, yeah, okay. So I think we'll go with that. Right. So we're not doing the seat, so we're going to grab all of this. And say if you're you got to this point and you haven't got a body done, then simply screenshot the first part of the video and grab that, model that in, or all you got to do is follow the line of and do what I'm doing, but put a straight plane in across and then pull it to the edge of the chassis like I did. Okay, so move this down. So let's drag this over again. So that goes up here and across. To so yeah, so the seat goes under there, so we need a line. I'm going to drag this one down. I'm going to join these two, so press F to join those two. Right mouse button and go to subdivide to put a loop cut in. Then simply select those three, press F, those four, and press F. So let's just make sure, go to solid view. Yeah, the reason that is, so press A to select them all, then press Shift and N, which recalculates the normals. Okay, so Z wireframe. So we've got that. I need to drag that up a wee bit more. So B, range select, drag that up to here. Okay, so what have we got now? So the chassis ends there, so let's drag these for a start. Let's get this. Okay, so deselect everything, B, range select, and what I'm going to do is drag this end over. So just drag it over to there, drag the top bit, get the top bit and drag that down to there. And just roughly do this at the moment. So B, and drag this down. So we'll leave that there. Now we're getting a bit nearer, so we go B, range select this, drag this over to here. What I want to do is there, press GG and slide it across. And the same with this one. So we've got it as equal as we can. Select those. So select those. Right. No, I'm not worried about that one. So select that, Control, and select that. Press right mouse button. Go into Loop Tools and choose Space. Okay. Do the same with this. space. Same with this. I select that, loop tools, space, so that's better. And then making sure that you've got active element. This is your active element, press S, Z and 0, so we'll zero that out. Okay, excellent. I'm not liking that, so I'm going to join these two together and press J, which joins those. So we've got a continual line going through, and we've got that going up. We could put another line in there, but I'm not going to at this stage. Try to keep it as possible. And these now, so grab these, make that your active element, S, Y and 0. That's a good way of spacing it as well. And the same with this one, so that, S, Y, 0. It's all about flattening the and getting good topology. So this one now, I know that the fuel tank's in place, so not sure what that one does. That is right. Okay. Right. So press Z. Sorry. 3. Press Z. Go into solid mode. Press Tab. Go into object mode. Click in your fuel tank. Where are we? Fuel tank. Okay. So the fuel tank's there. Now what we've got to do is shape the remainder around the fuel tank. So going to select this, go into edit mode. Now go into wireframe mode, and let's have a look at this. So there's the top vertices, so scale, and just move it on the Y to around about here. Same with this B, take this in around about there. We're going to need another loop cut here, so press Ctrl and R. Now that's not going through, meaning that you got some duplication, so press A, go to mesh up top here, go down to cleanup, merge by distance, and let's hope that's taken. No, it still does that, never mind. That's because there's a that's because there's a triangle on the end there. So we're going to use the knife tool, so press K, go till there's a little red. If you see that you've got a green rectangle, if you go in a line it highlights it, but if it's a dot it puts a little red mark around it. So click, move across, and then press C, which constrains the angle. Click on the end one and enter. Okay, so we've got our loop cut in. Now what we need to do is grab this vertex set here and pull this in again to the edge of the barrel. So there, so it doesn't have to be exact, so B, because obviously there'll be a bit of a gap there anyway. So there's that. So what have we got here? So this obviously is wrong, so that needs to come up to there. Where's the next line? It's not that. Right. So the way to find out where the vertex is to go into line, go into edge mode up here, click on your edge, then go back to your vertex mode, and then press B and middle mouse click and get rid of that. Then drag it up. It was hidden, you couldn't select it. Okay, so that's that. And pull these across so it aligns with that. So that's going to be, select all three, that's going to be your active element, so make sure that's a different colour than the others, and then scale it in the Y, so SY0. Excellent. Now let's press solid mode just to make sure, yeah, okay, see what's happening here. Yeah, that should be up with that one. Right, so click that, go into wireframe mode, click that, that's your active element, so that's SY0, SY0, and now SZ0, so that's where that is, that should be in line with that. I'll move these across, pull these across here, knife cut these or press J, which joins them, so that doesn't work, so press Ctrl and Z, sometimes it does that, so we'll knife cut those, that's okay, knife, turn, that's it, okay, don't like that at all. Right, let's go into solid mode, see where we are. That's not right either, is it? So that and that. Go into side view. So SZ, SY0, then SZ0. Excellent. So they're in line. Sometimes when you're in wire mode, you see what's behind in it. It's very confusing. So now we grab this one. So it's B. Select this and bring this down. Okay. Now I'm going to put a two or a couple of loop cuts in here. So press Ctrl R, scroll on your middle mouse, and it will tell you on the bottom left how many cuts you've got. So put in 2. Okay. These need to be in line, they're not, so press, so SZ0. Again, keep your topology as tight as you can. So here, SZ0, and this SZ0. So that lines up all those. We want them in the same. We need them SY0 as well. Okay, and these two SY0, these two SY0, then pull that one down, range select B, grab that, pull it down, this one, so B, grab those, and I just want to line those up, so SY0. Okay, just grab these, B, move these up. Need another loop cut here because the curve's just too great. So there, range select B, grab this, move this down. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. These two, SZ0, and then move them across to here, and then lastly range select these two and move those across. So grab all of these, just move it across slightly. Excellent. Okay, so press Z, go into solid mode. There we are. So we've got the body aligned now. Go into object mode, see how it sits. That's it's sitting quite nice. We can tidy it up as we go. It's not too bad actually. Put the subsurf on. Well, we're going to have that because we've got no loop cuts in to define the side. So we'll need some loop cuts in. To do that, what we'll need to do, and probably do that in the next episode, is to trace a line around here, put a loop cut in here, a loop cut in there, and put a line all the way around, just to tidy up the mesh. So when you put the subsurf on, it doesn't go silly. So what we'll do now is put Shift and N, recalculate normals, make sure that we've got no duplicated vertices. So press Mesh, clean up, merge by distance, and it tells you there not removed. So that's it. So the next episode we'll put the loop cuts in there and just tidy up the mesh because it's looking a bit all over the place at the moment, but we'll tidy that up in the next episode. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.